Hi again, welcome to day 29 of distance learning. For today, we have reading, science, and math. And I'm really excited because science's activity is pretty cool today. For reading, though, they can choose one 20-minute activity. This art made from what on RazKids will kind of help prepare them for science today. So if they want to read this, it's a great spot for some inspiration and they can see some interesting materials that have been used to create unique pieces of art. And actually, this artist here, um, El Anatusi, he actually has a work of art at Nelson Atkins. So I'm not sure if Nelson Atkins has set up an online museum, but if you wanted to kind of find that as an example that he's connected to Kansas City, that's pretty cool. Um, and if they're doing that, then on a piece of paper, they'll just jot down which piece of art was their favorite and 3 reasons why. And then they can also get on RazKids, ABC Mouse, or Adventure Academy. For Science Today, for properties of materials, they are going to be creating their own piece of art using 3 unusual materials. So they can watch these videos again for some inspiration. And then their challenge is to create a piece of art using at least 3 unusual materials. Make sure they should be asking you before they use anything. So I will put that in the student video as well, but definitely, they'll probably be coming to you to make sure a material is good to use. And then they're going to create their item or their piece of art. So once they finish, they're going to write 4 to 5 sentences describing their piece of art and the properties of the items. So I would say 3 sentences, maybe describing the properties of each material. So like 1 sentence for each material, and then just an overall description of their piece of art. They can use this worksheet if they'd like, or they can just do it in their notebook. But here it's all laid out for them. And for an extra, just a little extra piece, if you want to send it my way, I would love to see that. And I wish we could do this in the classroom because this is always so much fun. But that is okay. If you can't, just if you have a little time and think to send it my way, I'd love to see it. And there are some materials for inspiration here. Maybe some items that have been thrown away, but they're not gross in the trash. Items found in nature or common household items that we just don't usually use in art, like cotton balls and Q-tips and things like that. So again, I hope you have some fun with that and enjoy. And then for math today, we're adding and subtracting on a number line. We've done this quite a bit. I'm going to open up the Envision page first because it gives a good overview. If you're ever a little confused on the activity, there's this piece here called the Visual Learning Bridge that kind of just gives you a quick overview of what you need to know. So the main 2 things we need to know before we do any math today with a number line is that when we're adding 2 numbers, so 17 plus 8, we first travel to that first number, 17. And we know it's 17 because we went to 15, and then 2 more, 16, 17. So students don't have to count each 1 to 17. You can just be like, is it bigger than 5? Yes. Okay, we keep going. Is it bigger than 10? Yes. Keep going. Is it bigger than 15? Yes. Is it bigger than 20? No. So I go back to the 15 and count on 2. So that's the first number, 17. And then plus 8, they have to count very carefully. Make sure they don't skip lines. Remind them to be careful. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for addition, whatever number they land on there, they keep traveling on to find the sum or the answer. And then here we have subtraction. So here they are going to the first number again, just like they did over here, starting at 0, kind of counting by 5s and getting to 17. And then they count backwards 8 if they're subtracting to find their answer. So here these first 2 are kind of lower numbers. The highest that they go is to 30. This one's obviously a bit bigger and the lines are a lot closer together, so they have to be extra careful on this one. And we have taught the strategy too for 80 minus 35. If they go to 80, they don't have to do 35 itty bitty little jumps. They can go minus 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. If they need to do one at a time because jumping by 10s is not making sense, that's fine. But students do know how to do that, and you can encourage them to do that. As far as the activity, it's basically the same thing. It's just two problems, and they will have to create their own number line with numbers 1 through 30. So if they pick to do the activity, they will have to create their own number lines. If they do Envision, that's already there for them. A few more problems, though. Definitely good practice. And then for fluency, we have subtraction stacks, which we played before, and math playground. So that is it for day 29. And just so you know, I am not making a video for day 30 because it's going on our virtual field trips. So I will send the link to you, but it's just for students to explore. There's no directions there. It's just whatever they are feeling. Have fun with it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday.